What's going on, guys? This is Will from Your Home Ironing Business. Wanted to show you one of my little acquisitions that I own, and I was trying to make the point that I always have a lot of other things going down, but I have a hat machine. This thing hasn't made me no money yet, but I still play with it. I got me some hats in really cheap and some patches, and I want to show you exactly what I do with this thing. I need to dust it off, and like I said, it's not gonna spoil. It's something I keep. I'll go over more in just a few. So sit back and let's see what else we gonna talk about. All right, guys. So let's mess around with this. The light's really bright there. But I bought this hat machine maybe about 8 months ago, and I really haven't done anything with it except just kind of learn how to make hats. And with the hats, you basically can do patches. Like I order patches, and I want to put it right there. Now I don't know if I want to use the burgundy for Nos, but I think I want to do the Ducati. Even that looks real crazy. So let's just do this one. I think that one will look cool. Yeah. And you let your temperature rise up to about 200 to 300 degrees, depending on when you got it, and then I have it for 30 seconds. This is one of those items that I talk about. If you decide to get one, it's just something to have in your arsenal. Um, I've always wanted one of these, and when I seen the price on it, I just couldn't pass it up, and I bought it. Again, this thing has not made me a dime, which is funny because everything I have usually kind of makes me some money somehow. And I thought it was weird that this one thing has not, but it's not like this kind of stuff happens. This always happens. Like you might buy something, you just get it as an investment and keep it. And one day I may just sell the machine off. Who knows? But I'm gonna make a couple hats and I'll get back to you. Yeah, so I'm starting the first hat. So basically, if you watch, I don't know if you can't see that. There it is. The countdown's happening right now. I got it at 317 degrees, and it'll be counting down any second now, and it'll beep, and I'll pull up and I'll get the hat off. Again, it's going. There you go. Comes out really well. Now look at that. That's really nice. So I'm gonna make a couple of hats, and then I'll show you what they look like when I get done. All right, so I need to do my carpet. This is my work carpet. It is filthy. I gotta vacuum it. Okay, so here we go. So I actually made a total of 5 hats, and these are hats. Like I said, I got them really cheap at the flea market, plain. Don't get yourself twisted. If you needed some nice hats or something, go to the flea market. Order them offline is cool, but you could get them pretty good if you find the right people. I love the way that this does that on there. Look at that. That's on there really good. And I just buy these things because one day someone may see this and like it. I have a friend I might give that hat to, like Audi. Somebody might see that and they might like it. And I'll set them on because I have a bunch of them already, but I don't have a lot, but I have some. Usually I order my patches from eBay. Uh, I get different ones. And if you do order patches, make sure you get them. I don't know if you can see it. It's a can't really see it, but it's a shiny surface. It's like a tack. It's on here already. So once you put it on there, you don't have to put no spray tack or nothing on it, or like the tack to put it on there. It'll weld itself because it's already made on here. But it's just one of those things, man. Uh, I'll probably be sharing some of my stuff that I do, in the wintertime, just so that you can see what I'm up to because I fully don't mind showing stuff like this. And you might give somebody an idea. Work hard, do what you must do, and like I say, adjust your hustle and bet on you. All right, guys, I'm out. It's just something short I wanted to show you. Like this, I like I said, this hat machine is not bad. It's an investment. It's just an investment. One day I may decide to just outright sell it, and I know I could sell it for. I think I got it for how much did I pay like 150 for this or something like that? I mean, I can sell it for 50 bucks and it still gets my money worth out of it. And a lot of people be like, well, I can't sell stuff so cheap. You know what? If I can get something out of it, any cash out of it is worth something to nothing. I don't know why people got to be so buttholish about that. I had some friends who were like, I ain't selling it for that much. I like, yeah, right. If I can sell it, it's over. But then also, let me go over here into my wonderful corner of stuff. If you look back here, I actually have a small floor buffer and a carpet machine. That's something else that I do. I'll do people's apartments and do rooms, and I know how to clean carpet. I have my sewing machine right there, sitting there, which I haven't messed with for a while. I have my air fresheners down there somewhere. I know I have my air fresheners in here somewhere. Yeah, right there is probably my air fresheners, and in the other bag is my beads. Up there's my spray paint, some more detailer stuff over here. I have tons of stuff, man, that I just keep. I mean, it's what you have to do. And this is something I was doing before this landscape has changed. That's what you got to do. All right, guys, I'm out of here. It was just something I wanted to show you, and I need to clean up a little bit anyway. Later, guys, adjust your hustle and bet on you. Hey guys, what's going on? Strength beads for your mind and soul. As I told you guys before, to my followers who watch my channel, I create lots of things. This is one of my creations that I've created, man, for 20 years. These are strength beads. Basically, they are wooden prayer beads to keep you grounded in an uncertain time. You know, there's certain days, oh, I forgot my air fresheners, but you forget certain days you just kind of lose yourself. And when I lost myself a lot of times, the beads help me to ground myself back. It may not sound like much to you, but sometimes you need something to calm you down, and this is what I use. I have sold these things all around the world so far. My son has sold them, my friends are selling them, but I made new ones, and it's time to start selling them again. These are great Christmas presents. People, will remind you of, oh, he bought those for me and ask for more, and they're very inexpensive. So if you're interested in strength beads, you can inbox me, and I'll tell you how you can get them shipped to you. I ship anywhere. It's super cheap. We can cash app and be over with, and they'll be coming straight through the mail. So I hope everyone's doing good out there, but just kind of wanted to share. I told you, there's a lot of things I do. Remember what I say, adjust your hustle and bet on you. Remember that, and you'll always be okay. Till next time, guys, take care. Good morning, everyone. By the time this video posted, probably be afternoon. But just wanted to do a walkthrough. The work is out. That's the only thing that's left right there. Actually, those are two small orders. One is a repeat, and the other is my other customer. But all those clothes I had are gone. Those are my t-shirts. I'm going to probably iron these up a little later on. And just wanted to show you, when work goes out, one thing I think I did not reiterate, I need to take the trash out. Hold on. That's what I want to show you. No clothes. Oh, my camera's dirty. Is that better? That's better. All right. So basically, I just wanted to tell you this. When you don't have clothes and you don't have, much work, you have to tend to yourself. Like I had to take a day off because I did so much stuff within a week. Sometimes it comes like that. Holidays, it comes, always does. But the one thing I'll do is I'll take myself a break and put all my stuff back up and clean up again and, to get ready to do it again. I don't have my tripod. I'm just kind of holding it with my hand. So I don't know what I'm gonna get into exactly today, probably the flea market. And my beard's fluffy again. And I am going to practice on this suit jacket. Today, one of my suit jackets I'm going to practice on just ironing. So when you don't have a lot of stuff, don't fret. Because if you have repeat business, it'll be back. It'll be back. You have to have patience. And then when it does come, because at first I used to do orders kind of like 1 or 2 orders a week. Then sometimes I'll get 20 orders in one day. And you have to know how to navigate each one of these orders out because you're going to have to do it a certain way. So make sure you perfect your system. And when you got some time off, take it. All right. I'll probably add this to probably another video that add onto it. Probably my suit jacket or something, or pressing t-shirts or something. But right now I got some time off. So I'm heading to the flea market, find me a little item or two that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to go from there. So like I said, you see, I got it hanging up here. You might can't see it that well, but this is adjust your hustle and bet on you. I'm gonna make another one of these, and then my dapper one, and then it's always a shit show. I just make stuff. Put your banner up, put your credo up, and study and live by it. All right, guys, I'm gonna get ready and head to the flea market. All right, what's going on, guys? Sorry that glare is there. Like I said, I make a bunch of tiny little vlogs that are, to my ironing business. I'm sorry I got tongue tied there, but I want to show you something else, and even an idea. No, I got bad sinuses. Let's start over. What's going on, guys? It's Will from Your Home Ironing Business, Hey, wanted to share something with you guys. Sometimes if I share something, I might forget about it, and then I'll come back around and do it or whatnot, or whichever way you figure it. But I know that was all over the place. Okay, so one thing I like to do also, let me pause this. One thing I like to also do is I like to give my customers incentives to bring me hangers back. Good hangers can be used over and over again, and if they don't get too bad, you can kind of crush them up. And wow, look at that sun! You could crush them up, and woo, you could crush them up and put them in your little storage bin, or not storage, but your little scrap bin, and then take it down to the scrap yard. Um, I give incentives to give hangers back. Sorry about that. The sun's coming in, so it's like it's Kryptonia. Say no, but on Krypton. But I will actually give people incentives to bring me hangers back, knock money off their bill, and they will bring them back. So let me show you something. All right, so today I got a handful back. That's even at the my actual dry cleaners, but these are a couple little piles of hangers, and they already done told me this ain't even half of it because some of my customers have a lot of hangers, and then usually, not to be funny, what I do is when they bring them back, I actually make this kind of a thing. I will put their clothes on these hangers, and it does save you money. Now, that might not seem like much to you or anybody else, but the game is to keep your business running and knock your cost out as much as possible. I still can get hangers elsewhere as well, and then also these bags like this, these old bags, I use them as garbage bags, and people bring me bags. I use these too for garbage bags. So you gotta get real thrifty when you're dealing with this business, and that's what I like about it. It's always a challenge to understand what you have and use what you got. All right, I hope this helps someone, guys. Adjust your hustle. Bet on you. All right, sorry about the sound. My wife got the TV up too loud. All right, so work goes out, work comes in. Got work hanging. I actually got a new load actually going in at laundry load. The last order from that big orders is that right there. This is new, and I got something going in the machine now. So as I was saying, work goes out, work comes in. No, I got to finish ironing. All right, so like I said, work goes out, work comes in. So one thing this business, it does that. And what I would like to get up more is more of my more laundry, because the laundry, people probably don't want to go out. That's when you're gonna make some good money. At least the one thing at first I was upset I didn't have as many people, but I forgot these are like weekly people. I'm actually gonna iron my t-shirts today because I've been putting it on for 2 weeks. But this is how it goes, man. Your work goes out, it comes in. Man, if it does like that, you're doing great for yourself. Because I can remember one time I had work come in a couple days a week and then I wouldn't get no more, but I'm almost getting work in. Like when work goes out, work comes in. That's a good thing, because if I'm not working during the week, which sometimes my job is dynamic, and we talked about this whole thing about, you better be ready to do something else. Do something else, because things gonna change. They change you quicker and quicker as we go. Sorry about that. Also, let me get my junk up here. God, I gotta get stuff. I want to put a recommendation out for 2 books to read while you at home, just because. And some of them I read over and over again because I get something better out of each one. I'm getting nothing for the endorsements on these, but right here, Sun Tzu, The Art of War. If you haven't read this book, you need to read it over and over again. And this one actually is a new one. My other one is gone, and I so happened to find this at the Goodwill, and I think it was like $1. I couldn't believe it, so I just picked it up because I've never seen it for $1. And then also I got George S. Carlson's The Richest Man in Babylon. Now this book it's actually pretty unique. I read it a long time ago, but when I seen it, on eBay for $3, I went ahead and just bought it. And you can see it's already bent up because I've been reading it. Very good book. It's really weird because this is about the Babylonians, about people saving money, knowing dealing with money, about a rich man. It's really wild. If you haven't read this book, you need to read it. I'm just giving out some pointers, but this one right here, this will help your business, and don't let that scare you. Oh, Babylon! Babylon was a city that's just like the city you live in now. There was the haves and the have-nots, but there was a guy trying to teach people how to have more. So, then they'd be like, did a guy blew up by God? I guess. I don't know. But as I was saying, get you a good book, read some books on finances. I've been studying a lot more about accounting and bookkeeping just because. And I know YouTube don't have all the answers, but they have good enough answers for me where I can get by. And if I don't understand something, I'll find somebody who's also doing that. But one thing I've been looking for an entrepreneur group of small businesses. I see the ones on Facebook, but I want to really get into a group with a bunch of guys who are really doing the business and, hang around a couple guys. If not, I just hang kind of by myself. I know some people, but I would like to know more. So if anybody's got any good groups out there, let me know. I like to join them and maybe, get into meetings with somebody, I guess. I don't know. But I'm done. I got to iron. I'll see you guys later. Like I always say, these is a bunch of them I'm just going to weed together. Adjust your hustle, bet on you at all times, and don't play that game. If you don't bet on yourself, you can never win. And then I love this concept. Somebody said, if you never try, you won't ever hit the target. But if you try, you might just hit the target. But if you don't, you'll never hit the target. So get out there and try. I love that. I just love the concept of that. All right, I'm out. All right, guys, what's going on? Got something I thought that was really neat. I have an old TV here that was actually broken, and no, don't go over it. Move back over there. What I've seen this guy do on YouTube, he actually kept his old TV. Lewis, no, move over there. Move. Hold on. My goodness, my grandson. Okay, so this is a broken TV somebody got me. Usually I take the components out and sell them, but when I saw that neat trick where it was like you keep the TV and you make it like an artificial light, it actually works. I thought it was pretty cool. So let me cut it on for you and show you what this looks like. Give me a second here. All right, so you see how bright that is? Now it's weird because you can see the lines in it when you're recording it on your phone, but if you don't have it on your phone, this thing is super bright. Like that's how bright it is. Like it's just doing that to the camera. And no, move out the way, boy. Lewis, move. Move out the way. Move out the way. I'm trying to record this thing. This thing is super bright. Look at that. You can use this as an artificial light. Don't throw your TV away. Just take it apart and take the front screen off. And man, I could light a whole room up with this thing. I was actually amazed at this. So if you have an old TV with a broken screen and it still lights up, take the top part, the back part, take off the frame part, and leave that in there. The projection thing is beautiful. All right, guys, I'm out. It's just something I was messing around with. I put it under my table, and I'm going to leave it under there. That way I can cut it on and off because I don't want to get this thing destroyed. I'm going to hold on to it till I can get a wall mount. But, man, I mean, look how bright that is. God, it's so bright. I mean, you can see all the crap I got on the floor. I got to sweep. It's bad. All right, guys, I'm out.
Hey, good morning, people. Well, it looks like work is ready, and I'm going to get myself busy. Like I told you, work goes out, work comes in. So basically, I only have two orders, that one, and this is someone's order, and then I have an order here. So I got three orders. So I'm going to get started in here because I didn't have to work today because we didn't have a lot of work. This is the dynamic times I tell you about. As long as you're keeping you some type of income coming in your house, you probably be okay. You might have some hard days when you don't have work, but when you do have work, get busy. All right, guys, adjust your hustle, bet on you. Like I said, there might be times, you might not be at work. So if you're not at work, you need to be getting yourself in order or get your affairs in order and get busy. So I'm gonna turn the news on, listen kind of to the news, or look at me, get my setup. But when I get a setup going, I'm gonna show you how I do it and then give you another idea of how to work your little plan out. Yeah, just as I was kind of doing my setup, remember this. It's kind of up to you to get your setup to where, because I'm filling my irons up now. How can I say it? I may have tripped over my words for a second here. For your success in being a home ironing business, it's up to you to keep your areas straight. It's up to you to make your areas more efficient. Now, right now, I showed video already where, a video or shared a video of where my stuff is. My stuff is in my front living room. And the only reason it's in the front living room is my daughter is staying with us. And now that she's going to get her own place at the end of November now, which is been 4 years, But sometimes it takes people a little longer. But she's gonna get her own place. I have a free room that all this equipment is going into, and it is going to knock out so much space in here. It's going to be insane because I have my stuff. It's like efficient. Where I got a lot of my ideas from was basically IKEA. I know that sounds crazy, but when I look at IKEA magazines, I I get inspired because they take the smallest spaces and utilize them. And I like to watch a lot of minimalist videos, and that's kind of how I did this. I just like envisioned it and I put it together. Now it's gonna be up to you. You keep your areas together the way you can. When I get done, I put everything back. It's like I treat it as if it is your business. I don't just leave stuff. I dust stuff off. I clean stuff up, and I put stuff back. So it's kind of just a tip I wanted to give to you that it's up to you to make that model work for you. I don't care if you have a corner, a side of your bed, wherever you make it. Make sure you make it as your work area and put it back together and keep taking it apart. And then you'll start noticing you can put stuff in different places and you can keep different equipment everywhere and you'll be all right. All right, guys, let me get back to work. All right, so I'm gonna show you here next is my setup for my press. Now I like to utilize old ironing boards. So let me show you. What I have is a board, and this stuff right here, this is gasket material. You can get this at your hardware store. It's kind of like a runner I use so the press doesn't slip. The board is just some old board I found. I think it was something that I broke apart, and I use it now for many other things like I don't know. I just reuse. I believe in using stuff over. That's what I meant to say. But hold on, let me show you the press. So once you kind of get that together, oops, there we go. This is what I put my press on. I don't have the stand because I didn't want to get a stand. So what I use it is this is what I put my press on, and that way you have enough space to work with your items, and especially if you have long pants, you can move this up, back and forth, and that's what you do. As I'm getting everything set up, make sure you get yourself a heavy duty cord. This is what I use for most of my equipment like this because if you use the little cheap little extension cords or they're not going to work. I'm just giving you a heads up right now. Get you a thicker one. So let me show you the setup. So for now, I have the clothes over there that I haven't done, and I use that rack to keep the unfinished stuff, and that's going to be the rack to keep the finished stuff, and that's the one I use for the tall clothes. And this is what I was telling you about. If you go to the Goodwill, you can find these. These are quilt or blanket, I guess stands. And what is that? It's driving me crazy. This is one thing when you work in this business, you do this kind of stuff all the time. But I get these all the time. Well, I don't get them all the time. When I find one, I keep it. So I have this one, and then I have that one over there that I'll be using for, when I press the item, I put the item on another one in case I have to use it on the big press. Here we go. All right, so you're gonna have to just find your way around. Hold on, let me move my stuff. This is one of the only things I don't like about not having no space. Everybody has to go to the restroom when I'm working. Okay, so hey, watch what you're doing. Then watch what you're doing. Don't even care. Just come in here. Big enforcer. Close the door. All right. One last thing before I start. Stay Flow. I'm not endorsed by none of this stuff, but I love to show products that I use for different ideals. Like I have some people that like this stuff really starch. Stay Flow is the stuff. If you don't know how to use this stuff, go to YouTube. There's some really good videos on how people do their pants stay, do the starch on their pants because that's a liquid starch and it's concentrated. I got this from Walmart, 3 jugs, I think for like $10 to $15 or so. It might even be cheaper than that, but this stuff is gold. Because I do have a couple customers that like their stuff really starched, and you could put this in a spray bottle
this in that form and just spray it and let the pans sit overnight. And when you press them, they ain't gonna stand up. All right. Well, guys, check it out. I kind of gave you a little outlay. Let's do a little move around. This is all the space that I'm using. That's why I was trying to tell you, you can use the smallest space, but once my daughter moves, that whole room, all my equipment is going in there. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for being here with me. Any questions? Thanks for flushing the toilet and opening the door up at the same time. Really appreciate it. Even when I'm recording now, I will be recording. They don't do anything. I ain't recording, they don't do nothing. But as soon as I record, they seem to open doors up, come out. But sooner or later, that room's gonna be mine. I'm gonna put a lock on it. I'm gonna lock that door, but that's gonna be my little business in there. And that way, they won't be able to come in. Then I'm gonna put a soundproof on the door, and they're gonna be like, "We need something pressing." I ain't gonna do it. All right, guys, I'm done. I gotta get to work.